Well, now it is time for today's Strawberry Letter. And if you need advice on relationships, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to steveharveyfm.com. All you have to do is click Submit Strawberry Letter, and we could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one right here, right now. And you never know, it could be yours. Keep those letters coming.
Yeah, that's right, Shirley. It could be yours. Ladies and gentlemen, it's time for the Strawberry Letter with my good friend, Shirley Strawberry.
Thank you, my good friend, Junior. Subject, numbers don't lie. Dear Steve and Shirley, I'm 33 years old and single. My uncle is like a father to me, and he helped my mother raise me. He is a sweetheart of a man, and he loves the Lord. He's active in his church, and he will help anyone that needs him. He's worked all of his life, and he's got a little fortune saved up. He's 58, and he has never been married, so he was anxious to settle down. The lady he's been seeing is not marriage material, and everyone in town knows it. The lady used to run with my mother back when my mother was abusing alcohol and running the streets. She's known this woman for over 30 years, and she told me that this woman had a fling with my father while she was pregnant with me. I try to be cordial with the woman because my uncle asked me to mind my manners around her. There's a rumor that my mom's pastor used to mess with this woman too. This is way too many bodies for my uncle. My uncle asked my mom and I to meet him at a jewelry store, and my mom instantly knew that he was about to get an engagement ring. He got a very nice ring, and I stayed silent. The next day, I called him and said that the lady has been with a lot of men in our town. My mother was in the background telling my uncle that he's being used and numbers don't lie. He said he'd take everything into account and talk with the woman before he asked her to marry him. A week later, they got married down at the courthouse, and no one from our family was invited. We tried calling him, and he blocked all of us. I was only trying to help him. How could my father figure shut me out and pick her? Well, that's not a hard question. Because haven't you heard the term stay out of grown folks' business? Well, you know, that's what you've done here. You've gotten in some grown folks' business that you had no business being in, period. He did it because he loves this woman, or he can have sex with her, and whatever the reason, it's none of your concern, okay? He didn't pick her over you. This is not a competition. He picked the woman he wanted to spend his life with. You and your mom overstepped. You're meddling. You're being messy. Don't you think if everyone in town knows about this woman, so does your uncle who's 58 and you know, been out there. He knows what's going on. And that's who he's marrying. He doesn't care. He doesn't care. That's who he's going to marry. She is who he wants. Get used to saying that and feeling that and knowing that, because he's done it already anyway. He's a grown man with a few coins. He's worked hard for his money, and now he wants what he wants, and he wants her. And what's it to you if he marries her? He's not asking for your approval anyway. What? Are you afraid he might give away his so-called fortune? Because I see you mentioned that in the letter. He's got some coins. And there won't be anything left for you. Well, there is a chance of that if he is married to her, and things will go to her now. But, you'll be fine. You can't miss what you never had. So it's time now for you to concentrate on your own life and leave your uncle alone and his new bride. Leave them alone. He doesn't want to hear it. That's why he blocked you. Okay? Let this go. Steve?
Well, that is pretty simple for me. 33-year-old. Now, the title of the letter is Numbers Don't Lie. Now, this 33-year-old, single lady, which means she got time for this, got an uncle that's a father to her. You know, mother helped her mother raise her. Here's the deal. He's a sweetheart of a man, and he loves the Lord. He's active in the church and will help anybody that needs him. Well, people that loves the Lord and active in the church and always willing to help somebody, sometimes, you know, they just want that wild thing. You know, they want You know, we've been serving the Lord.
Yes.
We active in the church. And, you know, well, it's Saturday night and the church is closed.
Okay.
And Dupop, I'm going to call him Dupop. He 58. Dupop wants some wild thing. So Dupop, and then you said he's worked all his life. He's got a little fortune saved up. He's never been married, so he was anxious to settle down. He 58. When did he get anxious to settle down? He near 60. Now he anxious to settle down. You probably don't know a lot about your uncle, cause your uncle ain't been single the whole 58 years. Your uncle done some things. Now you can call him a sweetheart of a man all you want, and I probably think he is a nice guy, especially to you and your mother. But Dupop been out there doing some things, and he doing some things with a little wild girl too. And the wild girl putting it on him. And he wants to marry this girl. Y'all got a problem with it. And when I come back, I'll give you the rest of it. It ain't gonna be much of nothing. You ain't gonna like what I'm about to say. We're gonna get out of what Shirley said. It really ain't your business. We'll be back to find out that it ain't your business right after this.
That's right. At 23 minutes after the hour, part 2 of Steve's response is coming up to today's Strawberry Letter. Numbers don't lie. Right after this. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
If you're a homeowner, you know it took years of saving, planning, and hard work to get in the door. Then make that house a home. Now, all that effort has built something hugely valuable. Equity. It's the portion of your home you truly own that can be tapped to fund what's next. And Rocket Mortgage is here to help you turn your home's equity into cash. Fund your next dream with Rocket Mortgage. Visit rocketmortgage.com today to find out more. Rocket Mortgage, LLC, licensed in 50 states. NMLSconsumeraccess.org, number 3030.
Come on, Steve. Let's recap today's Strawberry Letter. The subject is Numbers Don't Lie.
Well, this 33-year-old single lady who's obviously single because she got time for this. Her uncle's like a father to her, helped her mother raise her. He's a sweetheart of a man. He loves the Lord. He's active in the church, and he will help anyone that needs him. Like I said before the break, he been loving the Lord a long time and been active in the church. Dupop wants some wild thing. Because church ain't open on Saturday night. And before he go to church, Papa want to do something wild. He done worked all his life. He got a little fortune saved up. He's 58. He's never been married, so he's anxious to settle down. I don't know how you think anxious to settle down starts at 58, but it don't. He's really late. The lady he's been seeing is not marriage material, and everybody in town knows it. I want you to bear that in mind because I'm going to give that information back to you shortly. The lady used to run with my mother back when my mother was abusing alcohol and running the streets. She's known this woman for 30 years, and she told me that this woman had a fling with my father while she was pregnant with me. Okay. And didn't you say that was 30 years ago? Did not you say that was 30 years ago?
She did.
Wasn't she running with your mama? This your mama, girl. Now all of a sudden your mama good enough to be mama, but the other lady ain't good enough to be wife. Make up your mind now. You do know people change. Didn't your mother change? Oh, but this lady can't change. She used to run with your mother back when your mama was abusing alcohol and running the streets. She's known this woman for 30 years, told me that this woman had a fling with my father while she was pregnant with me. That's what your mama told you. Okay. So, wasn't y'all out there running the streets and abusing alcohol? Okay. I try to be cordial with the woman because my uncle asked me to mind my manners around her. There's a rumor that my mom's pastor used to mess with this woman too. That's way too many bodies for my uncle. Wait a minute. So now, a rumor is that your mother's pastor used to mess with this woman too. Excuse me, you don't see nothing wrong with the pastor though. So you gonna skip over your mama's pastor and go right back to her being wrong.
Slut shame.
This is way too many bodies for my uncle. My uncle asked my mom and I to meet him at a jewelry store. My mom instantly knew he was going to get an engagement ring. He got a very nice ring and I stayed silent. Next day I called him and said that the lady has been with a lot of men in our town. You know nothing about it. You're operating off rumor and something your drunk mama said happened 30-some years ago. No, while she was drunk and pregnant with you, her drunk friend slept with her husband. What? My mother was in the background telling my uncle that he's being used and numbers don't lie. He said he'd take everything into account and talk with the woman before they asked him to marry him. A week later, they got married at the courthouse. See, when he went to talk to her, she put some more of that happy thing on him. See, she put some more of that thing on him. So right after they got talking, he said, I'm marrying her tomorrow. I sure appreciate you clearing up these numbers, Abigail. Hey, listen to me. This how it comes.
Abigail,
listen to me. I was in here talking to Jerlinda, and Jerlinda told me.
Abigail and Jerlinda.
Jerlinda said that, and my niece Sapathia, Jerlinda Sapathia was talking to me about you,
Abigail, Jerlinda,
and they said that you had messed with the pastor Cleophas, and that you had slept with Abigail's husband while they were married.
What's his name?
I didn't do that. He said, well, I've got to ask you a couple more questions. What was you doing with these men back then? I'll show you.
Oh.
And then when they got through, a week later, they got married down at the courthouse, and no one from our family was invited because y'all disapprove of the woman. We tried calling him. He blocked all of us. I was only trying to help him. How could my father figure shut me out and pick her? What? How he pick her?
Pick her? Yeah.
That choice was so easy. Do you know what she doing to your uncle?
I didn't think you. What's her name? What's her name?
Arlinda. Arlinda is putting some. Abigail is her mom.
The mom. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Arlinda put this thing on him. I'm talking about he can't even see good no more, and he just is happy because he's strong.
Did you give us his
church.
Name? What was his name?
Diopolis. Diopolis.
Was he Greek? Okay.
Well, they named him after the one-eyed Cyclops because that's what they used to call him when he was Diopolis, the one-eyed Cyclops. He was famous.
It's a lot about his family.
Yeah, he does.
Right here. Yeah.
Please leave your comments on today's Strawberry Letter on Instagram and Facebook at Steve Harvey FM, and check us out on the Strawberry Letter podcast on the free iHeartRadio app.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.